Hi, this is Mr. West, and today we're doing a Khan Academy tutorial on two-step inequalities. So for all these inequalities, this one is 16x minus 7 is less than or equal to negative 71. For all these inequalities, we're going to follow this process. So number one, we are going to solve for x, just like two-step equations. So you're going to pretend all these are just normal two-step equations, not an inequality. And there's just going to be one additional rule. So just remember to use opposite operations, apply to both sides. I'm going to show you how to structure that. But the only difference is with inequalities is that you need to remember to flip the sign if needed. And that's when you multiply or divide by negative. So if you multiply or divide by negative to both sides of the inequality, then you need to flip the sign. So let me go ahead and show you with 16x minus 7 is less than or equal to negative 71, how that works. Okay, so the first thing I would do here is I need to do opposite operations, and we do go in inverse order of operations. So if we're doing PEMDAS, normally to undo operations, we go in reverse. We start with any addition or subtraction. In this case, we're going to start with the subtract 7, which we do the opposite, which is add 7 to both sides. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. Okay, once we get here, we're going to get negative 64 and then 16x on the left side. Okay, so I got 16x less than or equal to negative 64. So I need to divide by 16 now. Now, a lot of students get confused and they think that they need to flip the sign in this situation, but that's not true. I am dividing by a positive 16, not a negative 16. Okay, so 16x means 16 times x. Opposite operation is divide by 16, but I'm not dividing by a negative. So this step number 2 does not apply. I'm going to leave my x just like that. I'm pretending it's an equal sign all the way down. I'm just leaving it how I see it, less than or equal to, and then I get negative 4 for my answer. So x is less than or equal to negative 4, and that's my final answer. So essentially we just treated this like an equation. The only difference was if we encountered a negative, we're going to flip the sign and we'll just keep the sign just like how we have it. All right, next question. All right, which graph represents the solution set of this inequality? So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to solve it. So let's go ahead and apply our process. We're going to pretend it's an equal sign and we're going to solve it. So I'm going to do the opposite operation. I'm going to add 11 to both sides. I get negative 2d. Keep that sign facing the same direction. Now here's where it's going to get interesting. I'm going to divide by a negative 2 to get rid of that, multiply by negative 2. Now, because I'm dividing by that negative 2, there's like an alarm going off here, okay? I need to flip that sign because of that divide by negative 2. So I flip the sign here, take a look, and then I have d. Now it's less than or equal to negative 6. 12 divided by negative 2 is negative 6. So now I need to find this graph. So we didn't talk about graphs yet, but this essentially means all the values less than or equal to negative 6. Okay, so anytime you have less than or equal to, it's going to be a solid dot. Looks like all these, nope, D is not. So D is that open circle. That's for greater than or less than, not greater than or equal to or less than or equal to, which is this one. Open circle, like I just said, is for these two. Okay, right there. So it's one of these three, A, B, or C. And now we're talking about the values less than, so to the left of negative 6. So it looks like it's C is my answer. Another way to remember how to do this, and I hesitate to teach people this method, but it is useful for just quickness, but not understanding, is if you have the variable listed first. So this is if variable is first. This is a big caveat. You can kind of just go in the direction of this arrow. So this arrow is kind of like pointing to the left, so we know it's going to be an arrow to the left, okay? So that removes A, and then this one's on positive 6, not negative 6, so that one's out. So our answer is C. Final answer, next question. Okay. Again, we have a very similar one, so I'm going to kind of go a little bit quicker now. So we have 11Q. I already know we're not going to flip the sign here because there's no negative sign in front of this variable. So if there's a negative sign in front of the variable, that's how you know you're going to flip the sign. If there's not, you're not going to flip it. So I'm going to subtract 5, and I get 11Q is less than or equal to 44. Okay, this is going to work out nicely. I divide, and I get Q is less than or equal to 4 after I divide by 11. Nice positive number there, so it's less than. Again, we could consider that this is, because it's less than or equal to, we can kind of see that it's going to be an arrow to the left. Solid line underneath means solid dot, so it's not this one. This one's going to the right. This one's going to the right, so it's going to be B as our final answer. So let's choose B. Let's move on. Okay, next question. Okay, so take a look here. There's a negative in front of the variable, so that is a sign that I'm going to have to flip the sign here. But let me go ahead and rewrite it. It's less than negative 14. I'm going to subtract 52. This is going to get ugly. Okay, so once I do that, I don't know why I drew that line. I never do that. So I have negative 14. We get 6 because there's same sign add. We get negative 66 is less than negative 3x. I need to divide by negative 3, and an alarm should be going off. I divided by negative 3, so I'm going to change to red. There's like my alarm going off. I need to flip this sign. Okay, so now I have x. I divide by negative 3, so negative 66 divided by negative 3 gives me positive 22, so x is greater than 22 is my solution set for this one. So x greater than, and then 22, and I'm done. Okay, next question. Trying to, again, go faster, you guys, because there's a lot of questions here. 8x minus 8 less than or equal to negative 72. There's no negative in front of the variable. I know I'm not going to have to flip the sign. It's only when you have to divide or multiply by a negative number, and that's when there's a negative number being multiplied or divided initially, so I don't need to flip the sign. So that's good news. So I'm going to add 8. That gives me to, be careful with this one, this is going to be negative 64, okay, is less than or equal to, or is greater than or equal to 8x. So now I divide by 8, divided by 8, I get x is less than or equal to negative 8 is my answer. So we're going to put that, and we're going to put negative 8 as my answer, just to double check my work here, okay, and it looks good. Okay. Which graph represents solution set? So looking at this, I already know B and C are out, and the reason why I know B and C are both options that are going to be removed is because it's a greater than sign. So that means that it has to be an open circle. So I know B and C are both removed. So now I got a 50-50 shot. I know my answer is going to be something to do with 3. Let's go ahead and take a look. So I have negative 3B. An alarm should be going off. I got a negative sign in front of my, so I'm gonna, of my B, so I'm going to have to flip the sign. Minus 15 greater than negative 24. I need to add 15, That gives me, oops, sorry, I flipped the sign. I don't know why I did that. I get negative 9, right? Negative 9 gives negative 24. We do a different sign, subtract negative 3b, and divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3b, or sorry, negative 3. And I need to flip the sign. There's my alarm. Sorry, I need to change colors. Alarm going off. I divided by negative 3. Okay, so I need to flip that sign. B is less than now, and that's positive 3. Okay, it's only when I divide. So it doesn't matter what's on this side. Doesn't matter if that's negative. Doesn't matter if it's positive. It only matters if I multiply or divide by a negative to both sides. So B is less than 3. Okay, so again, this arrow is kind of going to the left here. All the values smaller than 3. That is letter A. And let's do one more and get out of here. Don't want to keep you for any longer than I have to. Okay. Last one, we're not going to flip the sign because that's a positive coefficient in front of that variable. 45 minus 5 minus 5. I get, keep that sign the same direction. I get 40, 10c. I'm going to divide by 10. Divide by 10. C less than or equal to 4. Okay, so it's going to be solid dot. D and C are both out. It's going to be the value smaller than 4. That means to the left if you follow that little arrow. And so B is our final answer. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment below. Make sure to check out some of my other videos if you're confused on this one. And I look forward to seeing you next time right here on Wes Explains Best.